If you didn't catch last week's episode, what are you even doing? Respectfully, go fix that. Because today we're diving right back in for part 2 with Brock White-Lyons.
Heels, interesting choice for that outfit. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Heels always?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. No. It depends on the outfit.
Right.
So this outfit isn't like as feminine.
Yeah. So your heels
The
feminine.
heels
Yeah.
make it more
I agree.
feminine.
I love fashion.
So it's more of the cool kind of hip, but because I'm wearing a t-shirt and camo pants,
Yeah.
which was inspired by one of your interviews where you had camo pants with a Wu-Tang shirt.
Hell yeah. Man, look at y'all.
And so I went the camo pants. She went with the Wu-Tang because that's more the Wu-Tang's more
Yeah.
her. And then I chose the red north side.
Okay. Well, if y'all don't know, I like fashion. If y'all haven't been able to tell from
No, I didn't know.
That's one of the things I love
Well,
about my wife.
did.
Is she
You know
dresses
why?
good.
Your shoes.
Yeah, always wear.
Your shoes
always
is-
have good shoes.
Your shoes is what kind of gave it away.
Mhm. Sneakers. Yeah. So are we back? We're recording it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't edit any of that out, please. Show me chasing my dog out of the room. Show me, show it all. Show me in the bathroom. I peed. That way everyone will believe my big penis story. And yeah. So I don't remember what we were talking about.
Did you sign your waiver so we can use
y'all
whatever?
could use whatever y'all
We
want.
can use whatever.
I'm not the type that I think that it's good to, get personal.
Yeah.
That's what I enjoyed about y'all podcast was like y'all were talking about real stuff. Like I enjoyed the episode about the love languages.
Yeah.
Because as a man, I don't always get a feminine perspective on things.
Mhm.
So it's cool for me to I listened to y'all talking about it and I was like, oh, that's where I'm fucking up.
You're probably going to want to listen to her talk about it because I'm usually like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, you seem kind of she's more the
Life coach?
You're the philosophical one.
I tend to go more deep, and it's not on purpose. I am
Right.
one that I'll meet somebody somewhere. We could just be sitting next to each other. And then my kids are like, oh, well, yeah. So and so, like, well, how you know all that? I'm like, I don't know. We just started talking. And people just end
That
up
hurt.
telling me a lot of stuff. But I'm very interested in, it's same thing as when you talked about the anime. Well, guess what? I know I'm not connecting on this. I know this, and I'm interested in your process, your
Mhm.
thought, your like advice, your this and that. I like going deep. I like getting,
If
I
you're
like
having-
that.
Then you would like anime. I'm telling you. You just got to give it a chance. And it is a soap opera, ultimately. It's just
Yeah.
an animated soap opera.
Yeah.
So if you like the housewives and stuff, I'm telling you, you're
Yeah.
going to like anime.
Yeah. So where we are able to come together, her and I, with the differences, I think is because it keeps us a little bit of everything. I love to laugh. It's why I'm probably married to my husband, is because
Mhm.
that was my favorite quality about him, is he was so funny.
Mhm.
And well, he is funny, but and then but that's what always, even as kids, that's what attracted me to him, was his humor. And then so I love that, which she makes me laugh all the time.
Mhm.
Listen, if you're having a bad day or something's going on in your life, Janae is going to give you a hug and she's going to hold you a little longer, right? I'm going to buy you a beer and turn the music up. I think that's pretty.
Yeah.
Both things can work. It
Well,
just depends on who you're trying to soothe.
But that's what I think makes it work, is because there's a lot of like the ups and downs. There's a lot of the seriousness, but then the humor behind it. And so I think we can we mesh it together the best we can. Like
Mhm.
right now, my favorite thing to watch on social media, because I have a love-hate relationship with social media, but my favorite thing is the Theo Von clips right now.
Yeah, they're great.
Because it's that is what I love. Is it's funny.
Mhm.
I mean, comes up with some shit that I love, because I love when people say shit that not everybody can get away with, but it's so funny. So he gives you that. But right now, whatever, like, he's going through it.
He's
and
been
he's
going through.
so-
He's always going.
I just find it's getting like more and more vulnerable.
Yeah.
And it's so real and so raw. What just fascinates me is he could pause for
Yeah.
like 22 seconds and you're still so engaged.
Yeah, he doesn't even edit it out.
No. And-
so
And so
That was a jab.
But
no,
yeah,
that was a friendly jab.
right, that was just a little poke. I felt it just a little. But that's more what I like. I like that it's everything. It's funny, it's humorous, but it's so real.
Yeah.
And I love real.
Yeah.
And I love when people can show that side and that vulnerable state. And even when he tears up and he cries, it just, how do you not? Yes, I want to hug him,
Yeah.
but I also, I'm like, I want to root for him.
Uh-huh.
And
No.
so I think that when people open up and show people like all that side of them and what their
Yes.
true self and what they're going through, rather than always that mask, I think you only get closer and closer to people, and you respect them.
Yeah.
You root for them. You want to see them do well. I will root for that person more than I will just root for the person who just gets up and puts on an act.
100%.
You
Well,
know?
that's what I thought was cool about y'all thing is the well want to talk about it. Y'all are talking about everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what y'all should stick to. How long y'all been doing it?
6 months.
October.
Just over 6 months.
We put out our first episode, I think October 27th, and we haven't missed a week yet.
So y'all are just starting, and y'all should show all of that real stuff. Y'all should show when y'all don't get along.
Episode
you know what I mean?
2 was our first. Episode 2 was healthy conflict.
Yeah.
And we did touch on already like what we were going through because we thought it was just going to be fun and easy. And then we realized how different our approach is to when it came to like putting together a business or when it came to decisions or how we wanted our look. This is both of our face. And so it was how, and I have a difference and she of how to do it and she has a difference.
Yeah.
It's like, well, who's going to win?
She fights hard.
We don't have a tiebreaker.
But
you know?
y'all had a real fight that could be the tiebreaker, and I feel like we could sell some tickets.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you wear the heels?
Oh, look
You
at
wear
how
heels.
confident she is. She's like,
You
yeah,
wear
let's do
heels.
that. Let's solve it that way.
We should.
Yeah.
I'm from Sulphur.
Yeah, y'all are gross over there.
But you see, that's the thing. I know Kristen. And when it comes down to her, yes, she is hard, but she is also very soft. And she cares a lot.
I would never hit her.
Well, a lot of
And
people
she loves me so much that it would hurt her heart more than anything to ever take it to a certain point.
Yeah, a lot of people who love hard also, like emotional people, they just carry their emotions on. So they'll love you real hard and they'll hate you real hard.
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
You know, so.
I do my aunt and I used to call it the shutdown mode. That's where I get whenever it takes
bottling everything up.
It takes me forever to get there. It takes me forever to get to the point, but once I am just fucking done, I don't go backwards.
Right.
Once I'm there,
that's it.
Shut down.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a couple of chances. I believe in you.
So much fucking grace. I'm like, stop.
Because you give what you want. And I mean, I haven't always been perfect and I've done shitty things and I've done.
Tell us the shittiest thing you've ever done.
Yeah, please tell us. Right here on this podcast.
You want to know the shittiest thing I've ever done? If I say it, will you say the shittiest thing you... Oh, well,
only because it involves other people's lives.
Well, we won't use names. Mine does too. Obviously, when you do a shitty thing, you do it to somebody else.
Yeah, only because it was.
Now y'all will never know the shittiest thing I ever did. It was pretty bad too. That poor girl. She looked a little Hispanic too, but we won't get into that.
What did you ever like being growing up on the North Side? Like, were you always attracted to white women?
No, I was always attracted to black women, but they thought I was corny, and that hurt my heart. I was always I had a couple black girlfriends, but I was too soft.
You weren't
culturally.
Black. Is that what they call you? You weren't black enough?
Yeah, culturally it wasn't right. You know, I dated a couple black girls, but didn't work out.
What was it? I mean, because you were selling drugs on the street. I mean,
I was corny. I think is what it is. Is what they would call it.
He wasn't black enough for the North Side.
Yeah, wasn't
not white enough
exactly.
for
He wasn't rich enough for the.
Thank you for saying that. It was a really hard. It was a hard time for me. It was kind of like, you know,
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, you know, like
is that where your humor comes from?
I think so.
Was it a survival kind of thing? Or
I always
was it...
say with the roasting, especially, I'm like, dude, I'm not scared of y'all. Y'all are white nerds. Like I had to roast black dudes growing up, and I would lose all of those roasts. I was the worst roaster in my neighborhood. I'm the best roaster in comedy because it's all white nerds
in the state of Louisiana.
Yeah, go to Houston, and there's black comics over there, and good luck winning a roast over there. You know, and I won roast against them because I know how to do it. You know, but yeah, that's definitely where my humor comes from.
When did you realize it was a thing?
What, my humor?
Yeah.
Always, I think it was always a tool of mine. First, it was a way to not get beat up. You know, I get beat up a lot when I was a kid, and I learned that if I can make them laugh, then I wouldn't get beat up, and I can make them my friends. And so it comes from that, and just from, you know, suffering. You know, I had a gay dad. That wasn't he wasn't openly gay either. He didn't come out as gay till he was like 55, so you never know. I might be, you know.
We're not there yet.
We'll see. I mean, if there's the right man out there, hit me up. You know, got a good job. You know, we'll see. But yeah, you know, I didn't have a strong male influence in my life. I had my mom. My dad was a good dad. Don't get me. I want to give my dad some props. He loved me. I always knew my daddy loved me, and that's all that really matters.
Do you think though, like, being softer has made you a good husband though?
Oh yeah, I'm
Has
the
it
best.
helped you in that side?
I'm the best husband. My wife probably would disagree, but
well, we're gonna ask her when she comes on.
I'm very much a pushover to my wife. If she says like, "Hey, Brock, this is what's happening," then that's what happens. Because my mom was very much the leader, as a child, she was the leader in the family, and so
it was the example you were shown. It's what you
did. And I'm definitely not one of those. I consider myself conservative, in like I lead my family. It's my job to be the man and to lead by example. But if my wife tells me stop, you doing this wrong, I'll stop and listen.
You and all the kids are stopping.
Yes. And my wife, she's in charge of the kids. So if it comes to something with the children and she tells me, no, that's not the way we're going to do it, we're going to do it this way, that's her leadership role. Comes to something with finances or with things like that, then I'll take the leadership role. You know what I mean?
So y'all finds what works. What works.
That's what I think is the healthy way to do it. Like I don't like these dudes that these new. I don't know if y'all saw that Netflix documentary, The Manosphere or whatever.
I haven't watched it yet, but I saw it come up.
They poisoning the male youth because they like, look, y'all don't get no respect in this society, and y'all should get respect. And all this male youth is coming up like, yeah, I'm the man. We need to be more conservative. Like, no. We need to find a healthy balance in between the two. Like, I really value a woman's influence. I think femininity is just as important as masculinity. Yeah. But both of you should embrace the skills that you have. You know what I mean?
Right. I probably handle more in our household than my husband does. And he lets me. He gladly lets me. There's no pushback. There's nothing. We know our roles, you know. But you don't think that some of that changed when... Okay, so I found this happened. Whenever Charlie Kirk got shot, there became a huge wave of all of his videos out there and what he stood for, and pushing more of that older that we got away from, that older tradition of the man's role, the leader, leading with God, like all these things, women staying home, you know, being a mother. And I feel like for a little bit, everybody kind of wanted to get on that train. Like they kind of, it was almost
popular.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by the manosphere. It's becoming more popular because these men were told you weren't supposed to be a strong man. And now anybody who says you're supposed to be a strong man, they listen to.
What do you consider a strong man?
To me, a strong man is a man who knows what he's supposed to do, you know, and also values the feminine influence, which is what I do. I grew up with a mom and two sisters. So I was the man in my house, but I wasn't in charge. And I think that's kind of how it should be. Like, I'm in charge, but my wife has veto power, right? Like, if I say something and this is how it's going to be, but she vetoes it, then it's vetoed because I trust her. You know, I think that's, I don't know. And a strong man should be able to provide for his family, but not because he's better, but because that's what the world gives an opportunity for. My wife can't go work offshore. I've seen the women that work offshore. It's not fun for them. I thought about being one of them. We talked about that earlier, you know, but my wife can't do that, but I can. So that's the role that I feel. But when it comes to raising my kids, that's my wife's job. Like, she knows what emotional things they need and things like that.
And you trust her.
And I trust her.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to trust your partner. If you don't trust your partner, it's not going to work out. If you think you know everything and you trying to teach them, it's not going to work. You know?
Yeah, it definitely takes balance. Definitely takes balance. What is your opinion on, and listen, I'm going to ask you this because we just did a hot takes episode.
Okay.
And one of the things on there, because obviously we're an oil field family. My husband's been in the oil field since we were 20 something.
Nice. Rock on.
And so he's in South Texas.
He's on land.
He's on land.
I worked on land on the pipelines for a while in South Texas. So
the women out there get sand in their titties, and it's a problem.
So, well, he has worked offshore, but not since I was pregnant for Lainey, which was, I mean, she's 22 now. So it's been a long time he's been offshore. But
that's why you look a little Mexican, because he's out there in South Texas.
South Texas, yeah.
He's putting it in you.
That's exactly why. I didn't want to say that on air, but you're right.
Now we're there.
Yeah. And so obviously on land, you deal with the companies who are hiring the women just to go on location, to go be the salesmen. So whenever we were doing hot takes and it was a question that had to do with women in male-dominated roles or as a boss or different things like that, and I kind of ended up bringing up,
oh, she lost her shit about it.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, lost the shit. I mean, do I look like I lose my shit?
No,
But
he probably had it totally under control.
it was a little poised, but it was a strong opinion that I felt like I should say for me and the other oil field wives, but do you think like I'm just crazy or that is what those women are used for?
Yeah, that's what they're used for. I worked and I'll tell you a story about it. One time I had a saleswoman and she came into Corpus Christi. She was out of Houma. She took a flight from Houma to Corpus Christi on the company dollar, right? She set up a meeting with a man. She had Indeed, right? She sets up a meeting through Indeed. She comes to Corpus Christi. Brock, come to the meeting. Meet me at the hotel. Meet her at the hotel. She's got a jean. This is what I knew it was.
There's about 2 red flags already in my head right here.
I knew it was fuck. She had a jean cover for her iPad. It was like cut up jeans that she turned into an iPad cover. And I was like, oh, this is going to be bad. And she was like, yeah, Mr. Jack's going to be here any minute. Mr. Jack don't show up. I'm like, where's Mr. Jack? I done, took my whole day to come over here and meet with Mr. Jack to talk about work. And she's like, he's not coming. I told him that you were coming and then he canceled. And I was like, oh, so you had a date with Mr. Jack that you spent $1,200 on a flight to come over here, back and forth, and he's not coming. And now we're going to have lunch together. We're going to have a date and Mr. Jack's not coming. We're not going to make any money. So yeah, they definitely use their sexuality to sell. But part of me respects that, right? Because women don't have a lot of advantages in this world. It's one of the things that I loved about my wife. My wife doesn't have a lot of advantages in this world. She's a woman, but she has been able to utilize her sexuality to trick men. And I respect that. I like that. I've always loved Sharon Stone in Casino. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I always said my wife reminded me of Sharon Stone in Casino, but she didn't screw me over. She was loyal to me. And she would screw other dudes over with her. She was a hairstylist. So like dudes would hit her up and be like, will you come to my house and cut my hair? And she'd be like, no, but you can come to my shop and I'll charge you $500 to wash it. And they would pay it. And I would be like, cool. If you make it $500 to wash this dude's hair, go for it. You know what I mean? So I think it's a weird balance because it's not women's fault. They're a victim to it.
I agree with
but
them.
They're using,
I told you I would use it. I said
they're using a tool that they have, right?
on the podcast. I said, "Oh, I would definitely use it to my advantage."
Now it's up to the man to not be a bitch and fall to that,
right?
If you a bitch,
well, and I do say that is he has certain responsibilities being a married man.
It's his job, and like me as a married man, I always say, look, I would cheat on my wife. I would if Scarlett Johansson was like, look, let me get it, she would probably get it. You know what I'm saying? But here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to put myself alone in the room with Scarlett Johansson. And also, luckily, Scarlett Johansson doesn't want none of this, But it's the man's responsibility to not put himself in situations. Nobody's too good. Nobody's too moral, especially as a man, to not cheat.
Yeah.
I don't cheat on my wife because I don't put myself in situations where I would cheat on my wife.
That's good. Yeah.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I said one of the other hot take questions was, as far as would you look at their phone? I shouldn't be put in that position to, like, you shouldn't be suspicious. Don't act a certain way and don't act out and don't do it. And then I won't feel a certain way.
Yes.
So
that's on your man to not put himself in that position and to be man enough to admit that you're not impervious to temptation.
Yeah.
Because we all are.
That was
you know
really
what
good.
I mean? Like if Usher rolls in here right now, y'all both sitting on his lap while he sings.
Not Usher, but if you give me some other options.
You send me Marshall Mathers.
Okay.
Matt, I'm there.
No matter who you are, there's a man that'll sit down and start singing, and you will sit on his lap. And you'll bounce a little bit.
And he's a hall
pass. You know what I'm saying?
He's my hall pass.
And it's
50 Cent, I'm on that.
It's your responsibility as a married person, especially as a man. Look, we're more victim to our hormones. Or in a different way, we're victim to our hormones than women are, right? Like I'm not, like I said, I'm not beyond cheating on my wife.
Yeah.
And yes, I love my wife more than anything, and she's way too hot for me. But also another good rule for dudes: no downgrades. All right. And if you follow that rule, you'll be okay. All right. Don't let anybody who's less hot than your wife suck your dick. Because then, like, you got to put in work to get a girl hotter than your wife to suck your dick. And if you don't put that work in, it won't happen.
Right.
And you're all good.
That's a really good point.
know, no downgrade rule. If everybody followed that, there'd be a lot less infidelity.
But this is why I think wives should keep themselves up. So
yes.
Women.
Oh, now we're talking. Now you're speaking my language.
Okay,
Go ahead.
So my thing is that
Elizabeth, are you listening?
Well, she can't hate me. I need her on the podcast.
Yeah.
But my thing is that people get comfortable, and because your husband or your wife, like, you love each other, so you could let yourself go, or you could. But I know sometimes you get flack because you may spend money to do Botox. You may spend money. Oh, she does this. Oh, she does a facial, or she does whatever. Mm-hmm. Maybe you upgrade your tits, whatever the case may be, to make yourself feel. People don't usually guess my age, and I'm like, oh, my jeans are so good. No, it's because I maintenance.
Yes,
I put in the maintenance. I do that, and sometimes you may have to be a little conservative with the money. So I may spread it out a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe you have the Botox lax a little bit.
Maybe I have to go 4 months, know, but same thing as go to the gym.
Yes.
Like do things.
But same thing for men.
Keep yourself up.
Men too. And it's in the Bible. And not to, like I said earlier, I'm not necessarily a Christian, but I do believe in Christian philosophy. And it says that you should keep yourself up for your partner.
Yeah.
And you should satisfy their sexual needs. And a lot of people like to read that one verse of the Bible where it says a woman should, do what her man wants sexually. But what they don't read is the second verse where it says a man should do what his woman needs sexually.
Right, because that submissive word gets misconstrued and it's only directed towards one part, which is the sexual part, and be submissive, but that's actually not exactly what they mean. Yeah, exactly.
And women don't need you to be sex. They don't need you to be laying on a bed of roses in the bed.
We said it already. Like,
they might need you to wash the dishes, bitch.
Yes, that's
wash the dishes.
That is more attractive.
You know what I'm saying?
A man doing stuff around the house is more attractive than if he sent me a dick pic from work, because women don't really think dick pics turn them on. I mean, I've yet to meet a woman.
Is a dick, right?
Right, and I know like men really, really like. When their woman sends them naked photos, it does something for a man.
Like that.
Yeah, it does. It seems to do something for men. But I have never personally sat in, people can comment, but I have never in my entire life ever heard a woman say that receiving a dick pic makes them like horny.
In fact, I feel like it's emasculating.
Yes.
Like, I don't want to try. I feel like as soon as a dude tries to be sexy, he's not sexy. You know what I mean? You can't try. You can't be like posing.
No.
A guy is sexy when he doesn't try.
Yes. I agree. And
we need to Velcro that too.
I know, my bad. And I get attention from my wife when I do things like be a good dad.
Yeah.
And I've learned that, like, that turns my wife on.
There is nothing more attractive than my husband being a good dad.
So I'm like, you want to go play catch so I get my dick sucked or what? You know?
Right.
Like, that's how you gotta figure out and do what that person, it's a two-way street.
Well, so my husband now, so our oldest daughter is our only biological child.
Mm-hmm.
We known each other since kids. And so, but he was a bad boy. So I didn't start dating him until I was 21 because that's when it became attractive. Before, he was just bad. But at 21, the bad boy was, really hot.
He's making money.
It was. He went to the oil field.
Yeah.
And so we dated. Well, then I got pregnant. However, he wasn't ready to, for that life and stuff. So we separated for 10 years.
Wow.
He had to celebrate his golden birthday.
That's right. And so, you know how he won me back? When Lainey was 10 years old, he started reaching out for Lainey. He started reaching out.
He started showing you that he was a man.
He started, and so I started being attracted to the guy who was calling and engaged with the daughter.
Yeah.
Not with me.
Of course.
And that's actually ultimately how he won me back. That and the humor, of course. But
I find that interesting. I read this book called Sex at Dawn, and it was about how, like, we're ultimately animals. And women are attracted to providers. And I've recently had a friend that was like, man, I want to have a baby. My wife don't want, or my girlfriend doesn't want to have a baby with me. And I was like, well, you're a waiter. I was like, problem is, you waiter. And she's a waitress. And she wants you to show that you can provide for her. you know, and you got to start taking steps to show that you're bettering yourself and becoming a man for her to want to have a baby with you.
Right.
That's not like, it's science. It's like, how's he going to feed my baby? Not food scraps from the waiter.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I wanted to eat good food. You know, I wanted to have a good house.
It's
And
true.
I think a lot of men want to be conservative. Max, lay down. I think a lot of men want to be conservative, but they don't want to fulfill their role. They just want the woman to be submissive.
Yep.
And that's it. If you want a submissive woman, what you need is a comfortable woman. You need a woman who believes in you. If you want her to submit to you and trust you and do what you say, you better be doing the right things. If you're a crackhead, she's not going to be like, yeah, smoke crack all day, you know, and just submit to that. She's going to submit to somebody who she trusts, who can take care of her.
Because
and her
ultimately
family.
you're letting go of control.
Yes.
And in order to let go of control, you have to be able to trust that person. And when you don't, it's very, very hard.
A woman has to feel safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what a man's, you asked earlier, what's a real man? A man's that provide for his wife, protects his family, provides for his family.
Right. And protection doesn't always just mean physical.
No. And
that's
providing,
great you go beat somebody up, but there's a lot more to feeling safe and protected than the physicality.
And providing doesn't always mean money either.
Right.
It means providing emotionally, physically. It means providing everything to that woman.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
This is what I wanted to get into in this podcast. This is what I liked about y'all podcast. I love the love language episode. If you haven't seen that episode, go back and watch the love language episode.
That's so funny that out of all, like, I think we're at 27, 27 episodes, and out of all of those.
Well, I scrolled back to see how y'all started. I wanted to see the beginning, and I was like, this is what the podcast should be.
Yeah.
Because y'all were, you know, talking about real stuff that I could learn from even as a man. I was like, I used to listen to the Guys We Fucked podcast. It's a plug for a
Never heard of that one.
Y'all probably like it as women. It's two girls, and it started out as them interviewing guys they fucked. So they bring on like their exes and interview them. And but it made me see a female perspective to the world, because as men so often, like, we're full of testosterone, and I'm the most masculine. I'm so masculine. Like, they measure my testosterone every time I go to the doctor. I'm like, it has to be low. And they're like, no, you're the highest. You have so much testosterone. You're such a real man. And you know, but I need that feminine perspective. It's important that we have it, because if you're a real man, you listen to women. That's what a real man really is. You can be confident enough in yourself to listen to outside perspectives and see what you're missing.
Right. I agree. I agree.
This is how I got my wife, for real.
Did y'all like go to dinner and do things, or did you just do like casual fun stuff?
Our first date was at Tsunami.
I love Tsunami.
And my wife, like a true woman, didn't tell me that she didn't like seafood, but then also ordered the $100 steak. That was the only non-seafood option on the menu.
But they have a great steak.
Yeah, they do have a good steak. And I was like, wow, this girl knows what she wants. And from then, we were like friends for like a year, which I think is important.
Yeah.
Like,
well, because it's going to carry you. Like, I know as you've been married longer and longer, everything takes over. When the baby gets older and older and older, everything becomes a distraction to the marriage.
Yes.
And if it's just a man-woman relationship, it's going to fail.
Yeah.
You will be divorced.
Yep.
If you truly like become friends with that person and you see that person other than just a spouse, you will stick by them longer.
Yep.
You know, because you are truly friends. There's a different bond and connection when you're friends. I'll be honest with you, if I was just with my husband as my husband and my spouse, we would not still be together.
Right.
Because we're in a blended family. He works away a lot. I am, you know, with the kids, like solely raising the kids by myself while he is gone a lot. So I don't always feel like I have the backing and the help.
But I hope you realize that he feels alone.
Yes, there's a lot of conversations. But just because of the way life has transpired and has taken over and goes really fast, and there's times that you feel like you're just keeping up.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for the genuine friendship, if it wasn't for knowing everything about one another and what makes each other who we are and why we're and have our ways we do, then I would have already left, and I'm sure he'd have left my ass already too.
Yeah.
It's that bond that really carries you through those really difficult times.
And I would say also be more than a friend to your spouse, be a fan. Like my wife is my biggest fan, and I'm her biggest fan. If you ask me about my wife, I'm like, she's the best mom. She's the best hairstylist.
Yeah, y'all hype each other
She's
up.
the best at everything she does. Like, I'm a fan of hers.
Yeah.
She's my biggest fan. I'm in entertainment, and she's my fan, but I'm a fan of her. Like, anybody who knows me knows. Look, I got her name tattooed right there on my arm in the Wu-Tang font.
Yeah.
And that's the Wu-Tang font. And the reason for that is there's only two things that's forever, and that's Wu-Tang and my wife.
Right.
And I got it obnoxiously big because so people would hate and be like, why you got your wife's name so big on your arm? It's not going to work out. I want to prove the haters wrong.
Yeah.
This is my wife.
Right.
I'm her biggest fan.
My husband, if we split up, I always said he would have to find a very, very secure woman to be with him because his whole body is a shrine of me.
He's got tattoos of you?
Oh, his whole body is full of tattoos, and he has so many of them that represent him, our wedding, our kids, everything. So yeah, if you look here,
that's real commitment.
Here,
a contract's one thing. Get it tatted.
Oh, I'm everywhere.
And you have no tattoos.
Yes, I do. I have.
Oh, there's one.
Well, this one's for my son. So he has mom right here. I have son, he has mom. And then I have my husband's, which is here. Low area.
Oh, nice.
And then I have one from like 19 years old back here.
Tramp stamp.
I would love
tramp stamp. Shout out.
Right?
Yeah.
Everybody has to. Are you really a girl if you didn't have one?
Yeah.
I didn't have
one. And I would like to say this.
You missed those years. Those are those slutty years.
While we're talking philosophy and hoes, a lot of people, I had a daughter, right? And a lot of people are like, do you want a daughter? Aren't you worried she's going to be a hoe? And I was like, I love hoes. Her mama was a hoe. Hoes are the best. I was like, I just don't want a dumb hoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just raised. I'm down. My daughter wants to be a hoe. It's all good. No, everybody's proud of their son if he's a hoe. You know, I'm proud of my daughter if she's a hoe, as long as she's not a dumb hoe.
She's got to be a smart one.
So we had a hot take question about. You're gonna have to go watch Hot Takes because I feel like.
No, I like that part of your podcast.
So we just dropped one, and this one was probably a little bit more real life stuff, I think, than the other ones that we have done. So I really like this one. But one of the things was, do you judge differently if
body count?
Do you judge a man and a woman differently for body count?
So I have a bit about that in my comedy routine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So a lot of people don't like. My wife has a high body count. A lot of people don't like that. It makes them uncomfortable, right? They don't want them to have fucked a bunch of dudes before them. But once you find out you have the third to largest penis she's ever had,
it makes a difference.
It becomes very important to be 3 out of 50 rather than 3 out of 5.
I heard this.
All right?
I heard this bit.
And I stand by that.
That's funny, but that's actually really
true. It's true. You know, if my wife was like, "You've got
you're the best fuck I've ever had," you're right. You should take that more.
Yeah, you
as
only
a compliment.
fuck 3 dudes. Who cares? You know what I mean?
First of all, that's a low percentage. I mean, 3.
Yeah, no one wants to fuck you.
You would want to. I would want to be. I would definitely want to be 1 no matter what. But
you want to be 3 out of 50. Now, I couldn't be 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are probably black dudes.
Well,
but but here we are. You know what I'm saying?
I
and
said that I don't
3.
judge. I don't judge any differently if a woman has a high body count or a guy. I don't. I think it's all the same. She thinks differently.
Oh, what do you think?
I think women are judged differently than men.
They definitely are.
She said she judges. Stop being modest.
I think I'm not done. You keep fucking interrupting.
I interrupted.
Y'all fight right now.
I interrupted one time. See, she's sensitive. See, she thinks she's softer.
Funny. She's funny, but she's sensitive.
Until.
Yeah, that's how we are as funny people.
I know. That is true. Yeah, my husband's the same way. He is so funny, but the minute something, Ooh.
Yeah, you say the most inappropriate things, but if anyone else says something inappropriate, you're
very
mad.
Sensitive.
Yeah,
it's true. You know that. Go ahead.
Is it my turn? I'm not sure.
Tell
is
us why. Justify your slut shaming.
No.
Go ahead. Please justify. Please look at the camera while you justify your slut shaming.
30 seconds. Go.
I am not justifying it. I'm not going to try to justify it. I simply have this something old-fashioned in my brain that makes me feel like it's different.
Well, you shouldn't think it's different. Other people do. But like I said, you know, I loved the fact that my wife was a sexual person. And if I'm gonna embrace that part of her, I gotta embrace the fact that she probably fucked some other dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know her when I was 16.
Would you rather her be experienced or inexperienced?
Experienced. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't want someone sucking a dick for the first time. You know what I mean? It's gonna be awkward. They're gonna be. That's why I'm not a pedophile. You know, I'm trying to get somebody who is, you know, they learn. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like if I brought Max to the dog train, I want nobody like that was the first dog I ever trained. Nah.
You want the experience.
I want you to have sucked some dicks. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have done some bad ones, some good ones. Do it. And number 3, by the way, it's pretty good.
Yeah, out of 50 for
out
sure.
Out of 50 is pretty. That's good percentages.
Right.
3 out of 5.
Right.
Not impressed.
Right. Do you know your body count or did you lose count?
So, as long as I'm being honest, I worked offshore and I worked on land on the pipelines. I had a lot of hookers. So if we don't count the hookers, it's probably like 30.
Oh, so you actually know. I was expecting you to be like, I don't know. I lost count.
Yeah, but if I don't count the hookers was a lot. And sometimes,
is it better when you pay for them though?
Wasn't better. It was a bad decision every time. I made a rule that you don't order a hooker till you jerk off. Right, so first you jerk off because as a man, we got hormones.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to waste your money on a quick
exactly.
fuck. Got
yeah,
it.
That too. Because if you come before the hour's over, they leave.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Keeping all the money.
So you jerk off first, and then sometimes you'd be like, you know what? You don't need a hooker, dude. You're done. You need to go to bed, and you go to bed. And sometimes you're
That's
like
financially smart.
Sometimes you have cocaine, so you're like, I still need a hooker. And they come over, and sometimes they bring crack.
And then you need another hooker.
And that's like getting an onion ring in your French fries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I ordered the French fries, but if you're going to give me an onion ring.
Do you tip, like, do they have like a 20%, 25%?
No, you don't tip hookers.
You don't tip hookers.
At least I don't. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I never tipped a hooker. I would sometimes because I'm a sensitive guy and I'm a nice guy. Sometimes I'd be like, okay, it's $2.50 for the hour. Here's an extra 50, and let's get to know each other a little bit.
You want somebody to talk to.
I needed to talk to them for a few minutes.
Did you ever consider just maybe talking to them first?
Yeah, that's what we would do. So like the first, I would give them.
Oh, you would get to know them before you.
Yeah, because I can't.
You need a connection.
Yeah. So let's say it was $2.50 for the hour. I'd give them the 300 and be like, listen, for 15 minutes, we're just gonna get to know each other. Like, what kind of music do you like? You know.
Yeah.
and then we would get to business. And I didn't like it when they didn't seem like they were into it. That would turn me off. I'm a giver.
Yeah.
What can I say?
So you had to get to know him
Sure,
first.
I wanted a hooker, but I'm a giver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want you to have fun too.
Are you a people pleaser or just a giver?
Oh, big time.
So people pleaser. Okay.
Big time. So that's what the problem with me with hookers is sometimes it was a job for them. And I was like, look, I need you to like me.
And you at least pretend.
I need you to like this.
So you had 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like stand-up comedy. You have a short amount of time to get on stage and get people to like you.
Maybe
and
that's
laugh
where it
at
started.
you.
Down that you say that was hookers in South Texas.
Everything starts from somewhere if you really think back.
Yeah, I was like, listen, real quick, I like anime and hip hop and good food. What do you like? And they would be like, I like paying my light bill. And I'd be like, all right, cool, let's do that. And we would do our thing. So yeah, I had a lot of hookers. I'd say my body count's probably under 100.
Even with hookers.
Even with hookers.
Counting hookers.
Yeah.
Under 100. A lot of people don't respect the hooker numbers, but I think they're real paid for those.
Well, it seemed like
you paid for those. They're yours.
Yeah, they're mine.
But it sounded like you worked as well for them. You did pay them, which would be the easy one.
And
But you took the time to have to get to know them too.
I've sent a hooker home.
So you paid them and didn't even have
I've
sex
been like,
with them.
listen, we're not
compatible.
We're not connecting. And here's like the small 150 for you to just go home. This is gonna work out.
That's very nice.
I remember calling one in Houston, and they would give it was back in the day with back pages was a big thing, and so you would have pictures. You get to pick from the hooker you wanted, and they sent me a picture, and I was like, it's not for me. And they were like, well, we're gonna give you a blonde, and she's gonna be between 145 and 185. And I was like, all right. And she showed up, and she was 185. And she was beat up. Like, her face was just, like, she looked like she was on drugs, and I didn't like that. And I was like, look, you look like, I didn't tell her, but I was like, how about I just pay half? How much to not have your pimp knock on the door later on? You know what I mean? And I gave her that, and she left. She was happy.
Yeah.
So, but it was interesting. Bad times. I was on drugs. I was a former drug addict. Now I just do drugs recreationally. I'm not an addict.
So you didn't have to get help or anything. You were just like, okay, I'm over this. It's
having a baby helps. Getting a good wife helps.
Yeah.
You'll see I'm drinking cut waters right now. I call them in the cut waters. If they give a 40 ounce, we call it in the cut water. But I'm off of work right now, so when I don't work, I don't drink. And most of the time I'm offshore, so it makes it easy. I'm still an addict for sure. Like, if y'all have got some cocaine, we'll do it right now. If y'all have some, I'll snort it. You know what I mean? But if y'all don't, I'm also cool with that.
I would offer it. I actually don't have it.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to go home.
She cuts hers with baby laxatives.
Even then, man, that's a good shit. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you, what is your actual favorite kind of comedy?
Oh, my favorite kind of comedy. Definitely.
There's different.
Definitely black comedy. My favorite comedian of all time is Dave Chappelle. I came up on, was it on BET? Shit, edit this out.
Wait, what is that movie that Dave Chappelle did that he always had the white all the way?
Oh, well, that was his sketches. That was from the Chappelle show. That was Tyrone.
Okay, yeah.
Tyrone the Crack. But I love Dave Chappelle. I love black comedy. Is really what I love. And I'm not black, so I can't do it completely because you got to say the N-word.
You don't find that you get respected just because you did grow up on the north side of town, that you did grow up, your friends, everything you were surrounded by was that culture?
People should respect it more. I'll say that. But mostly what's sad is there's no like black scene in Lafayette. It's all very much an artsy white scene. So I feel like I don't really fit in because it's a lot of like liberal whites.
Mm.
And not that I'm not liberal, I am, but also I'm not like super sensitive. Like, a lot of my act is gay jokes, and my dad's gay.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a right to make gay jokes.
Well, that's why I think you would have some sort of a right to.
And a lot of the things that I say, they're all true. Mm-hmm. If you listen to my act, every joke for joke, I could tell you why that joke is true.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm just trying to be myself on stage and say what I think is funny. And I don't care if it offends people.
Right.
What is your most cancelable opinion?
So the biggest thing I had like an uproar on, like my most embarrassing moment ever in comedy was I was on Club 337 and I did a Charlie Kirk joke. And it was right after, like days after Charlie Kirk died. And my premise was that it's easier to kill Charlie Kirk in public than it is to cheat on your wife. That was my only premise. That's what the joke was to me. So I said that, and then I said, the dude killed Charlie Kirk. It took the FBI 72 hours to find that dude, and it only took my wife 30 minutes to find the fat girl that jerked me off. And then the fat girl got mad.
Wait, out of everything in that whole joke,
dude, before this,
the only thing was
So before this, I literally...
Because you said somebody was fat?
Before this, I don't know what she was mad about. I don't know. But before I said that joke, I said an Israel-Palestine joke.
And is this the one you had to got in a fight with the lady in the crowd?
Yes. And the lady in the crowd stands up and she's mad at me. And I was going through some shit in my personal life. Like, I was having a baby. My wife was pregnant. I was about to switch jobs. I wasn't feeling very funny that night. I was mad.
You were bitter.
I was bitter and mad. And this lady got mad. And I made a joke about Jesus taking the Middle East for white people right before this. And no one gets mad, right? It's fine. Make fun of Palestinians getting exploded. There's nothing wrong with that. White Jesus is fine. No one had a problem. And as soon as I said Charlie Kirk, this girl got mad and started saying, that's not funny.
Yeah, people were very sensitive after that.
And the problem was no one could hear her saying that's not funny, except for me, right? Because she's in the third row. Every joke I say, that's not funny. And I start calling her a fat bitch. And that's not funny. And I was genuinely mad. I wasn't being like silly calling her fat. You know what I mean? And I just was being mean. And I was calling, and I'll take responsibility for that part of it. I was being mean. I was calling her a fat bitch. And then she was like, I'm not even fat. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Stand up. I can't see you. Because the lights were in my eyes. And she stood up. And I said, I have bad news. You are indeed a fat bitch. And then other fat bitches started standing up and leaving. And that's when I knew I was in trouble. And then the producer started like, it wasn't my show, which is another lesson I had to learn. I was opening for the show. I'm not a headliner. I'm an opener. So the headliner has to come up behind me and then try and make this fat bitch happy. And that's not good. So they start lighting me, like, get off the stage. So I get off the stage and I'm so mad. I'm like, I hope her boyfriend tries to fight me because I'm about that life. Like, let's fight.
You needed somebody to take your life out on.
And the boyfriend is like holding his girl back and she's yelling at me. And I'm like, you paid for a ticket, you fat bitch. And I walk outside and I leave. And then I don't get booked for a while because rightfully so. I shouldn't. Like the producer of the show is like, Brock, what happened? Like I never bomb. You know? So usually I get up and I kill when I get off stage, but this time I decided to disrupt the entire show. And it was bad. It was unprofessional. As a comedian, you have a certain expectation. These people, it's just like if you go to a waiter and you're rude to the waiter. The waiter doesn't have a right to be rude to you back. They're at their job. You're just a rude person. I should have let that lady be rude to me. And first, she wasn't that fat, first of all. It was mean. She was just a lady who was mad that I made a joke about Charlie Kirk, but she didn't listen to the joke, but it doesn't matter. I should have been more professional and ignored her, and I didn't.
So you're not upset about the joke. You're upset about the way you handled.
No, I still do that joke.
Yeah.
And now people laugh, but it's been long enough.
It's just the way you handled it.
It's the way I handled it.
It's because you let your personal emotions roll
I was like, who is this lady to be interrupting my show? And,
right.
And it's about humility, and I really believe in humility.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you should let people insult you, because who am I? You know what I mean? I'm nobody. I should be able to be insulted and just take it and be like, yeah.
Well, I say it all the time. I mean, some people are just assholes, and sometimes it doesn't mean that person's necessarily an asshole. But we all have bad moments and bad times. I mean,
and all we can
I'm an asshole sometimes. I mean, we all are.
And what can we control about that? Our response to it.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So I looked back on it as a learning experience and taught me, like, because I have dealt with hecklers. My way of dealing with hecklers, I always channeled The Rock. I don't know if y'all are wrestling fans, but I was always like, shut up, bitch, before I slap that herpes off your face. You know, that's kind of always been my way to deal with hecklers, and it always worked.
Yeah.
And it didn't work that time. But then I didn't know what to do after it didn't work, except get more angry and more aggressive. And it's never okay to be aggressive to a woman. I want to say that. That's not okay. And I remember getting in an argument with another woman and saying, just because you're a woman, don't I think I'm going to treat you equal. But
well, women want to be treated equally. And I say all the time, I don't need to be 100% equal.
Not me. I don't need to be treated. I don't want to be treated equal.
You know what, Brock?
But you should never be threatened with violence or with like aggressiveness. That's not okay.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
One time we went to a place. It was to pick up my daughter's dog. At the dog snipped at somebody, but they were just a little too much about it. Because when we went to pick up the dog, my daughter was at school. She was at UL at the time, and we went to pick up her dog for her, and because they called to go pick up the dog, and I'm like, can you show me like what exactly are y'all calling about? So we go and we see all the dogs, and
this is the whitest white girl problem of all time. Go ahead.
Right, and somebody, well, it'll get better. And somebody, like the dog kind of sat, and I'm like, is that what the dog did? And she's like, yeah. I said, that is why you're calling us to come pick up the dog? That dog, like, come on, you have 50 dogs right here. Anyway, I kind of chuckled about it, and the girl did not like that I chuckled about it and started getting ugly and being rude to me, which my husband now did not like.
Ooh.
And so then he stepped in and total coincidence, but he's like, what, you fat bitch?
Hell yeah, I like this dude already.
And I'm like, Jeremy, like now where I'm laughing and thinking, you're being a bit much.
Now you're
this is
the
a
one.
bit much. And now my husband just went off on her because he felt it pissed him off because now he feels like he's defending me, but I'm not. I don't need all that defending. I'm like, oh my God, Jeremy, you can't call her that.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm thinking self-esteem. Now you called her fat. Now I'm thinking all these life coaching things.
Well, you go from victim to criminal real quick.
Right. Well,
when you call
next
someone
thing
a
you
fat
know,
bitch.
now this one's chiming in, this one's coming in. Needless to say, I'm trying to calm him down, but at the same time, she's being really overboard and ugly now at this point. That like you are being way too sensitive. This is way too. It's a fucking dog spa.
Yeah, you should lose weight. Also,
so now she's upset and crying, and needless to say, now we're being kicked out, and we can't. Now the dog can't ever go back, which we would have never brought the dog back anyway. But yeah, so this happened. And on one hand, you're like, you can't, we're in the car. And I'm like, well, this is so embarrassing.
When a man goes bad on a woman, and you know this from Real Housewives, when the husband gets involved in the housewife drama, what do you think about them?
I know, like, come on.
Yeah.
But I didn't need defending. So then there was that. This wasn't a situation that I felt threatened. I mean, I felt bad for the girl because you know what I felt? She's probably having a bad day.
Yeah.
And
now my husband's accosting her.
Yeah. So
and
now I had to get on the phone with the owner and I had to then apologize because then they called the cops and it was just a big mess, right?
And as a woman, if a man yells at you, you can't help but think about the physical consequence of it.
Right.
That's why it's not fair.
And this wasn't even a woman. This was like this girl.
A fat bitch?
Well, no,
a young fat bitch.
She was young. So it's not like she was of our age that we should be arguing in a public establishment over a dog snipping at another dog. So that was even worse was, she was younger and it was like, oh man.
Yeah.
So I do get it. But listen, if you want to do a public announcement and apologize to the audience member.
No, dude, don't do it.
Not only the one fat bitch that I yelled at, but all fat bitches. Y'all should be allowed to eat what y'all want.
Oh, that's not what I'm saying.
And say what y'all want at any of my shows. Please come to Adopt a Dog Brewery tonight. And feel free to heckle me. And I won't call you overweight or a bitch or anything. I'll just mostly ignore it. Maybe I'll ask you how you feel. Why do you? Because what would have been better if I'd have been like, hey, listen, bitch, why do you love Charlie Kirk so much? And then the crowd would have been like, yeah, why does this fucking fat bitch love Charlie Kirk so much? And it would have worked, but I didn't. The key is you got to make it funny. And you got to remain professional. Now, your husband in this situation, to stand up for him, he was the customer. This fucking fat bitch was she was in charge. She was at work. So she should have remained professional. And, I stand by your husband. So.
Jeremy's gonna shoot you a text.
Shout out to Jeremy. Yeah, please. Jeremy, me and you could probably be friends.
The more this interview goes, I feel like I just got him a new friend.
Yeah, me and Jeremy could be. I like your house. I'd like to see a pool in the back, maybe, and then we could have parties. We'll see. We'll talk about that. Shout out. Edit that out. Edit out of all. Just bleep that part though. Don't edit it out.
We'll beep it. Yeah, we're not allowed to edit. Yeah, so I do. And I now need to apologize because I thought I was going to get the fat bitch an apology, and that just went really fast.
I thought I apologized. Should I try again? You want me to try again?
No.
I'm sorry. Dairy Queen is actually nutritious and good for you. Blizzards are delicious. I like how they turn them upside down. I like how they can turn you upside down and nothing will move.
Well, okay, so we're gonna let you have the Charlie Kirk joke,
okay?
Because we want to know, because we keep going back and forth on this opinion. What is your opinion on Erica Kirk today?
I think she's working for Israel.
Trifling bitch.
I only do one impression, and that's Alex Jones.
And, go.
Well, Erica Kirk, she's clearly influenced by Israel.com. She's probably cheating on her husband with Kash Patel. She's doing it all. She's out of control. She had him killed. It's not good. It's not bad. Go to AlexJones.com, Infowars.com. Get your creatine. Get your protein shakes. EricaKirk.com. Get yourself your husband killing poison. Get whatever you need. AlexJones.com.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad, right?
Not
It's
bad.
the only impression I did. I've been listening to Alex Jones since I was a little kid. I think Erica, I think she probably had her husband killed. To be honest with you. If y'all want to release that, y'all can. If y'all don't, it's okay.
At first, I thought,
I agree.
when she walked up to the podium for the first time, I was like, wow, okay. You know, that takes a lot of poise.
I think she has a strong jawline. I'll say that. If I'm saying something positive about her, I think she has a strong jaw.
I honestly
strong
like her.
eyes.
Well, you should.
Great ass.
Actually, you should.
Great ass. Thank you for saying that. Eyes.
I'm surprised though, because you said that you were into fashion. You don't find when she done a couple of those things that the fashion was on point?
No, I don't like pantsuits.
Oh, I see. I think a woman in a pantsuit, when you could pull off a strong pantsuit, I like it.
I will say
with
this.
all her rings.
My favorite picture of my wife ever was our not our wedding day, but Max, lay down. Was our the day before the wedding. What's he call it? The
rehearsal.
The rehearsal dinner. She had like a white top and like white pants.
Mm-hmm.
White pants on women. If you want to be hot, get yourself some white pants. All right, white pants are the hottest. Even if you're a fat bitch. Get some white pants. That's all I'm saying. So I do support that.
I think every woman that shows up to
and
the
heels.
shows.
If you're gonna wear a pantsuit, gotta have heels.
Yeah,
gotta have.
I think every woman needs to show up to your next show in white pants.
I would like that.
The whole audience in white
pants.
Like
I said, I will cheat on my wife. You just gotta tempt me in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I won't. But you got to be hotter. Also, I follow the no downgrade rule.
No downgrade,
which is very important. Which is tough. My wife's hot. You know.
Yeah,
she's pretty.
I'm still a little surprised by that. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are. I think it's my personality. I've always got hot chicks though. That's important for everyone to know.
Because you're funny.
Yeah, I've got a whole history of hot chicks.
Mm-hmm.
And that helps. Like the more hot chicks you have, my wife saw that I had other hot chicks. She was like, okay. You know what I mean? This guy's must have something to offer. He's got other hot chicks, you know, so.
Are you capable of talking about your feelings?
Yes.
Oh, that's another reason why.
Look, he's like, what do you want?
Yeah, what do you want? What do you want?
Quick pause. If you're listening, laughing, or arguing with us, you're part of why I want to talk about it.
If you're enjoying the show, support us at buymeacoffee.com. It keeps the lights on and the mics hot.
You're basically sponsoring the chaos and the hard truths.
So subscribe on YouTube. Follow us everywhere. Links are in the show notes.
All right, back to the episode.
I think that the surprising part will be this co-host. You would think that it would be like male-dominated podcast.
That's right, but I let y'all talk. I did.
But instead, this is the podcast that we're going to talk about this kind of stuff.
Girl stuff. And also, I'm on Taylor's side. Fuck Dakota.
Mate, also, to be fair, when we first started this and repetitively since we started this podcast, there has been a theme that you have said.
No, I don't even know where this is going.
Lift the hood? No.
That wasn't, she didn't say it, but
that's what she meant.
say it.
That's what she meant. She meant it.
But you feel that it is very important to not, you didn't use the term pigeonhole us, but you want to reach different people, men, women, young, old. Well,
yeah, well, that's always something that's been
here
very.
You go.
That's yeah.
Yeah, what I do is I talk to everyone.
We need to stop interviewing and just have co-hosts.
Yes. Yeah, because no one, unless you have a famous person, no one cares about an interview.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like unless you have Dustin Poirier, no one cares about an interview.
I don't even hold on. You can DM him.
I can DM him right now if you want. I'll DM
him here.
No, I wouldn't even want to interview him.
She wants to interview Jolie.
I would want to. I like the conversation.
Y'all should interview Jolie. No one gets that.
Where that comes from is because
can you ask Dustin about it? You
yeah,
can
I'll
DM
send
him.
Why not? I'll send him DMs about all kind of crazy stuff. So I get drunk, and like the other day, he was working out in his gym, and his gym is called the Silly Goose Gym, right? And I was like, I'm brave. And I was like, you know what you need in this gym, Dustin, is a real silly goose. Your boy. And then he was just like, LOL, and then never invited me to work out. So I'm down to get
So you're
rejected.
still holding out for the workout. You want to go work out.
Oh, I want to work out with Dustin Poirier so bad.
So do you work out normally?
No, never. I would never. Listen, until just Dustin Poirier invites me to work out, I'm going to die, Dustin. I'm going to get fatter and fatter and fatter until you invite me to work out. And then I'm going to die. And do you want that on your soul? I don't think so.
Oh my God, I hope nothing happens to you soon.
Clip that and send that out. I'm going to have a heart attack any day now. I've done a lot of acid and opioids and
Your
stuff.
days are numbered.
Yeah, I don't do that no more, though. I'm pretty good.
What kind of workout would you want? Like a cardio? You want to go in there with like the weights?
I'd like to do cardio. When I used to run in Youngsville, I used to imagine like Dustin probably be running with me right now. This kind of male thoughts that y'all aren't aware of. I'd be running, and I'd be like, yeah, Dustin.
Would you go to the sports complex and run and hope to run into him?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. Dudes.
What would you say to him? Have you ever met him?
Oh yeah, I met him a bunch of times.
Right, but I mean like in person to have a conversation.
Yeah, we were at a Super Bowl party together.
I thought you didn't go talk to him.
I was scared.
Okay, so wait, you never actually had a conversation other than the phone?
No, we've had conversations. He judged a roast battle I was on, and I won. And then we had a conversation after, and we talked for like 20 minutes.
What did you talk to him about?
I was like, dude, remember how you fucked up same Benny? I was talking about his fights with him. You know, I was like, remember you fucked that dude up, that fucking French dude? But yeah, fuck that dude. and then we were talking about other stuff, and then his wife, Jolie, was like, y'all gotta stop talking. We need to go home. And I was like, Dustin, don't leave. And he left. And then we went to that Super Bowl party together, and I really wanted to talk to him. Right? And I was at a very exclusive.
Is this like this year's Super Bowl?
This year's Super Bowl. Very exclusive Super Bowl party. And he said like, oh, I was wearing a Bobby Boucher jersey. And he was like, oh, I got that jersey at home. And I was like, oh, me too. And then I just like didn't talk to him after that. But I'd like to talk to him more. But we DM sometimes. When he had a baby, I had a baby at the same time. I DM'd him about that, and he DM'd me back.
Oh, maybe y'all babies could be friends.
That's what I think.
That's what you're gonna plan.
He has a boy baby. I have a girl baby.
Even better.
I will pimp my daughter out so fast to Dustin Poirier's
She won't have time to be a whore because she's gonna be with him since
be Dustin
kindergarten.
Poirier's baby's whore.
You need to find out where that baby goes to school when he gets older, and then you just register your kid there.
I feel like we would be friends. We grew up in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, y'all probably have a lot in common.
We're the same age. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a little nervous to make friends with him.
You think he's not going to like you?
I think he would like me.
You think he might whip your ass?
I think I think everybody likes me. And
I think the same thing about me.
Yeah, she thinks that too.
I think everybody likes me.
Yeah, we're alike in that way.
Yeah.
We're probably wrong,
yeah,
but whatever.
No, everybody does like
here's
me.
what I
She's
think
also, she always struggled back in the day with being a people pleaser. She talks about that.
Everyone either loves me or hates me.
See, now that's me. You either like me or you don't. There's not really in between.
No one hates me.
A lot of people hate me. And fuck y'all.
I don't think anybody hates me anymore. I think you either like me or you don't. I'm either your person or you're not.
I mean, I think everybody likes me, so I
feel like
I can't relate.
Probably hate you.
I can't relate. Everybody loves me.
I'm not a people pleaser.
And if they do hate me, it's none of my fucking business anyway.
You have the right attitude, but some people definitely hate you.
I'm not a people pleaser.
I like that you're sticking to it.
She will never. Yeah, she says that all the time.
Listeners, please please send in if you hate her. Please.
My self-perception might be off, but no, I'm pretty sure they all love me.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
So she says that all the time. I'm not a people pleaser. And when I first get feedback or something that someone doesn't like me or criticizes me or says something, my first 5 minutes of that, I'm like, oh, like why? Like what did I mean, I don't understand. Like
that's how I am.
And then I quickly switch it because I'm like, wait, I have never had a conversation with you.
Yeah.
And if I've never had a conversation with you, you don't get to not like me.
Exactly.
It's never her fault.
Then at that point, I don't care because I don't care that you don't like
I'm
me
being
because
me.
you don't get, well, no, you can dislike me.
Yeah, it's
but
fine.
you have to get to know me.
Yeah.
You have to talk to me. And it's people who don't like you that has never held a conversation with you.
Preach.
So if you sat here right now and you left and you went home and you said, Elizabeth, I really didn't like her, because of A, B, and C. I can respect that. But if you've never met me before, you can go home and tell your wife that, oh, I don't like her. Well, that's on you.
Yeah.
Because you don't know me.
You have a problem.
And you don't get a right to not like me. So the first 5 minutes will probably kind of sting a little like, well, that kind of hurt. Like, well, why? I didn't do nothing. I don't know. And then once I realize, well, bitch, you've never talked to me.
Yeah.
So you don't get to not like me. Then I'm fine. And then I feel like it's on you. It's not on me.
Well, I think that a lot of people are going to like y'all.
Thank you.
I think this will probably be the biggest podcast of all time. At least for girls. Y'all will never pass Joe Rogan, but
Right.
it's a
Well,
man thing.
Well, Joe Rogan is Joe Rogan. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it
I
is
think
what it
chicks
is.
Will probably, and I think that people will look back and say, wow, it all started when Brock White-Lyons was on.
It's where it blew
sure.
up.
It's
Yeah,
where it-
I know.
Yeah.
and he told them not to edit so much, and they stopped.
I'm not editing nothing.
Yeah, no,
Right.
edit the part where I said the N-word. Take all of those out.
You
Did
didn't say
you
the
never said
N-word.
the
Oh, I
N-word.
didn't say it?
Not
All right.
once.
We talked about the
All right,
N
well, here you
word.
go. 1, 2, 3. Nah, just kidding. I wouldn't do that.
You just have to do. We have one request, and that's
Okay.
one of your shows. You can pick which one.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight.
Well, you could pick which one.
Well, the show's not. I doubt this podcast is dropping tonight.
It's not dropping. It'll drop. It'll drop next Tuesday.
Okay. Well, I'll say this. Then come to Couillons of Comedy, which is Oof Comedy Production. You can get your tickets at LafayetteComedy.com. I think y'all's boy Lester that was on recently is also on that. Couillons of Comedy. It's a comedy festival in Lafayette at Cité des Arts. Go to LafayetteComedy.com. Get your tickets. I'm on the Friday night show. I'm the host.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
So,
Oh, good. I'm
y'all
excited
came
about
to
the
one of our
host.
open mics,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah.
Y'all are like real. Come to open mic, you're a real comedy fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So the one deal
One request.
okay.
is you have to wear your shirt we made you.
Oh, 100%. I'm
On-
wearing that shirt all the time. It's got my logo.
I
on it.
want you to wear it on the one that you're hosting
All right.
because you know why? You're going to be on stage more.
Yep, I'll wear it.
More
then.
than 5 minutes.
What size is it?
Whatever size you told us.
Yeah,
I
we
told
text
y'all
you.
I wear a large, but I prefer an extra.
Extra large is what we got.
That's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
wear. Then I'm gonna wear that shirt all the time. At
Yep.
the gas station, people gonna know the well you want
Yeah.
to talk about. And I would suggest y'all should get on our platform on the Planet app.
Quick pause. If you're listening, laughing, or arguing with us, you're part of Well Want to Talk About It.
If you're enjoying the show, support us at buymeacoffee.com. It keeps the lights on and the mics hot.
You're basically sponsoring the chaos and the hard truths.
So subscribe on YouTube. Follow us everywhere. Links are in the show notes.
All right, back to the episode.
Well,
so-
we're back.
I always forget that stays recording. So all that's recorded.
It's good. Now you got something for the outtakes. Me telling you your son's on steroids.
Right. And he's gay in case he needs a
and he's
boyfriend.
gay in case they know.
That'll be perfect at Red's. All of a sudden, everybody at Red's is going to be staring at him when he's working out.
Yeah, Reds has been a gay spot.
I've heard that.
I almost didn't join. I was going to join. Almost joined, should I say, one time. And then the last part of the tour is the locker room.
Oh yeah, I hear
And
a
there
lot.
was just old dudes with their dicks out.
Yep, you hear that. I'm telling you, hear that from everybody.
And I was like, I don't get it. Like, as a dude who loves to have his dick out, I didn't get it because I
Yeah.
would put it away in front of other dudes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they didn't. Max, lay down. Max, lay down. Lay down.
Do you get like a 90-day guarantee, or how does that?
Well,
how
according to
is
them,
this going to work out?
according to them, I gotta do what they did. They were like, you gotta teach him that.
And you thought you'd bring him on a podcast,
Yeah,
make
well,
him lay down for
no,
5 hours.
I didn't. I told her, I was like, this is gonna be a good test. If the dog can get through the podcast, he's good. And then he's coming to the show with me tonight. So lay down.
Oh, he's going to be so
Down,
tired.
Max. You gotta shock him.
That's cheating, I'm pretty sure.
No, well, see, what they taught me is the shock isn't a punishment. And as someone who's taken the shock, I know that's true.
Bluff. It's the reminder.
It's a reminder. It's to get their attention. So I've put one of these shock collars on, and I've gone up to 40. And we play Shock Jock Jeopardy on the air. We play Jeopardy. If you get it wrong, your opponent gets to shock you.
Mm.
Me and Chris Logan. And I've gone up to 40, 45. I've never taken Max past 15.
Oh,
So he's a dog.
Yeah, yeah.
And they put it on me. They were like, hey, hold the shock collar in your hand, and we're going to shock you. And they did. They were like, this is what your dog's experiencing. Just so you know, we're not torturing your dog.
Right.
We're just trying to get their attention because their attention is smell and,
yeah. I shocked myself one time because we did a underground fence in the
Okay.
yard, and so and they're toy Pomeranians, so we had the little collars, and so I shocked it just to see what it would do.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I didn't like it, and it's for
Yeah.
a toy Pomeranian, so I wouldn't want to do it.
You didn't
for,
like it at all?
No,
Oh,
no,
all right.
no, didn't do.
Well, BDSM's not for you.
Not for me. No, I'm fragile. No, No, I would say I'm like a delicate flower.
Yeah, that
I'm more of that. Yeah. Okay, so well, speaking of Chris Logan, so I wanted to ask you this because I grew up on like 94.5, like Bobby Nova said. I grew up on
Fuck
90.
Bobby, fuck you, Bobby. You're too old for this shit now. Go ahead.
I grew up on 96.5 Planet Radio.
Yeah.
Right. So those are the alternative ones that I've grown up. I mean, I've done like, obviously the country ones too, but those are the two. However, I'm confused. So educate me on the Planet Radio but what's the Planet Radio app? Is it the same thing?
I'll say this. Chris won't like it. Chris.
Are we editing? We're keeping this in?
No, keep it in.
Okay.
Keep it all in. Don't edit anything except for me picking up my dog shit and saying your son's on steroids and gay.
Okay.
But keep this in. So Chris, the official story is Chris wanted to, he had a Planet Radio app, right? And he brought Planet Radio back, and everybody in Acadiana.
Where did it go?
He was excited about it. So then 106.7 offered him, hey, we want to bring you back on the radio. Because Chris didn't want to get vaccinated. Chris was
from COVID?
From COVID. He was smart. He didn't want to get vaccinated. So he lost his job. He started the app, the Planet Radio app. And then they were like, yo, we want to bring you back to radio. We're a smaller company. You don't have to get vaccinated. So they bring him back. He does the Planet Radio 106.7, which is what we've been on for the past, since 2022, 2023. We've been on there. And then they were like, yo, you come back and we'll sell you the signal. We'll sell you the 106.7 signal. Then it came time for Chris to buy the signal. He gets all the money together, gets investors, does all of his shit. And they're like, yo, we're not selling it to you. So then Chris was like, well, me and Chris talked and we were like, fuck that. We're going to do our own thing. We'll go back to that. We'll go back to internet radio.
Yeah, wasn't 106.7 something else?
Who knows what it is now?
Okay.
It's crazy, like easy listening now. It's bad radio.
Okay.
And most radio is bad radio now because radio's dying. So I tried to call Bobby Novosad the other day. He wouldn't answer.
He's at Reds every day. I see him every day at Reds.
It's just fake.
I haven't spoke to him. He's always by himself.
What time?
It was around lunchtime.
Yeah, he ain't on the air in the morning because I tried to call him in the morning a bunch of times. He don't answer.
Yeah,
because they pre-record their radio shows and they put them out as fake radio.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they pre-record all of this stuff. They're not really like interacting like what radio used to be.
Yeah, in the mornings, I would rather when I would leave, I would rather hear people talking.
Yes,
in the mornings,
same.
Than the music.
Same,
and so I would. You know what I watch? I mean, what I listen to. When I go bring Jan in the morning, 102.5. You know why? Because all they do in the morning is talk.
Yes, because that's what radio should be. Because if I wanted to pick my own music, I would. I would just go to Spotify, right? I want people to talk and then play a couple songs in the middle, and that's what I want.
Yeah.
So we tried to bring that back on 106.7. The opportunity came to buy the station, and they told Chris no. Even though they told me they would, we put in all this time and investment into building this station, making it great, and they wouldn't sell it.
Wow.
So then we said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go back to that. We'll go back to internet radio. And that's what we did.
Now, your involvement in that.
I am a regular co-host, I would say.
So you do this on his thing.
Yes.
Okay.
So if I wasn't working offshore, I'd be on every day.
Oh.
But because I work offshore, I'm on every day. I'm not offshore. So I go on. I'm Chris's co-host, me, Mr. Errol, Chris, and we cut up. And we're bringing back 90s, early 2000s radio. We're having fun. Mm-hmm. Like my wife was pregnant. I gave birth on air, believe it or not, because I felt like it's pretty easy.
I saw this.
You saw this?
On YouTube. Okay. I don't know if I saw it or I listened to it, but I remember, and they were turning the thing up.
So I attached a TENS unit, which is a muscle stimulation unit, to my gooch.
Oh.
To my butthole, because I want it to be for real, okay? To my butthole and to my abdomen area. And then I had Mr. Arrow crank it up, and he would send electrical pulses through those areas of my body. And I made a sandwich on air. It wasn't that hard.
And that's what you thought?
It wasn't that hard, he said.
It was pretty easy.
You think that's what child labor? You think pushing a baby out of your vagina is equivalent to what you did?
Well, yes. And
you did this amongst all men? There was no women in there while you were doing this. You should have had a woman in there because she would have told you this that day. Well, that is not equivalent.
I saw my wife get childbirth, and to be fair, she gave less. She didn't really complain that much. She said it wasn't that bad.
Natural?
Natural. No, she
Oh.
have an epidural.
Oh yeah. So I any woman who wants to do it natural, kudos to you.
Matt,
I do not feel that I need to prove my womanhood. I think it's wow.
Well,
But
the nurses told me that we were there
I took the epidural every time.
We were there to have my baby's birth, and we could hear other women screaming from the other room. And I was like, "What's going on over there?" And they were like, "Oh, that's some fucking fat bitch."
They want to,
and she didn't want to take the epidural. And now she's getting what she deserves. And I was like, "Yeah, give it to her, then." You know, but no. So we trying to bring back like fun radio. Right, we do prank calls. We do.
I love prank calls.
We talk about, especially now that we're on the app, we can curse. We can, like today, we talked.
Y'all make your own rules.
Yeah, like today, we talked a lot about prostitution. You know, and you couldn't talk about that on regular radio; they would censor you.
Yep.
So
you have to go and download the app in order to listen.
Yes, you download the Planet app and you can listen. And I hope to convince y'all to put the podcast on the Planet app. It wouldn't restrict y'all from being on Spotify or YouTube or anyone else.
So how does that work?
Y'all would just get in touch with Chris, and y'all would get y'all podcast posted on our platform too. And it would just be a link.
So it's just one more platform.
Right. Just another platform.
So you can talk about because I think
Cajun Mamas are on there.
We want to be able to talk about whatever we want.
Yes.
We don't want somebody to say you can't talk about that.
No one will. Only y'all sponsors have an influence on that, right? So if y'all get sponsors and they say, hey, don't talk about, this, that's up to y'all.
Right.
But Chris Logan's never going to tell you don't talk about it. So like the Cajun Mamas are on there. We got with the Foodies is on there. Foodies of Lafayette. So y'all, just another place for y'all platform, expose y'all to our audience. You know what I mean? And I think y'all would fit in good. So
I think so too.
Think about that.
Okay.
When are you going to have us on the morning show?
Whenever y'all want. That would be another way to get on the morning show. I think it'd be fun.
Oh, so y'all have guests too.
Oh yeah.
Y'all invite people to come on and
absolutely. We had Koya. In fact, we do a thing called Battle of the Sexes with Mr. Errol, where he battles women and they ask y'all questions about men. So they might say like, how do you fix a carburetor or something?
I saw whenever the Cajun Mamas were on. They were just on there.
Yeah,
like
Koya was just on today.
Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't see the one today.
But a long time ago they were on too.
Oh, I saw YouTube, so I don't know.
Is that their real everyday
accent? Yes, I've met them. They're from Church Point.
Because some people have, they put it heavy.
They challenge their accents, yes, but they're for real. That's how they talk. I'm from Church Point. Those are Church Point people. You know what I'm saying? Max, lay down.
Yeah, so we're gonna go be on the morning show. That's what I want to do.
Y'all should. It'd be good.
So fun.
I think we need more feminine. We also have a huge female listenership because it's alternative rock.
Yeah.
And that's for chicks,
Right. Well, one of the things we've always said, and some of the episodes before we recorded, we would call like a guy that we knew, or we'd call somebody and say, hey, this is what we want to talk about. I need your take. I want to hear it from your point of view and stuff. One of our main things is always wanting somebody, whether you're young, whether you're in your 20s, or whether you're a guy, you're a girl, you're a mom, you're whatever the case is. We want something that everybody can learn something from.
But I think we have plenty of male voices, to be honest. I think we all know how men feel about shit. You know what I mean? And it's good.
Well, you say that, but if we sit here for another 2 hours and we start having some real conversations, I guarantee you you shock me at some of the things and some of your thoughts and stuff. So not every man is the same.
Well, no, I'm a very good man. And if you like that, DM me, because I'd love to show my wife, like, look, these other women want me to. So please send me DMs, and I need that. One time, an ugly girl DM'd me, and I wish she hadn't. It really brought me down. So only be attractive if you're going to DM.
And we'll put all of his social media links in the show notes for y'all to DM him.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You're the funny one, but also the organizer.
That's a stretch.
It's a stretch.
Which one you like better?
Who's your favorite Well Want to Talk About It podcast host?
I mean, I
think it depends on how you woke up that day, on who you would talk to. Because what we would talk about is different.
I think y'all are great together, to be honest.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Is it possible? Don't let me finish.
I'm nervous.
Is it possible open mic nights or individuals?
No, Janae.
You said.
I didn't say I wouldn't interrupt.
Let me finish.
Janae.
Let her finish.
Yeah, you remember she didn't
No,
like when I cut her off.
I said,
you remember
fuck no.
You remember when you did not like when I cut you
I
off
think
earlier?
Janae should definitely do open mic.
I agree. Janae should do
No,
open mic.
No.
I agree.
We don't want to be like everybody else. We need to do open mic as a duo.
Okay, so there is some people that do that, and they're really bad. But,
Thank you, Brock.
We're
No,
not.
well,
we're
she
not,
says,
no, we're
how
not
are
bad.
they going
We're
to,
not
she
bad.
says, how are they going to know they're going to have to bring 2 mice in? We need them to bring a couch in for us. I'm
But
like,
they're all
Janae, we're
the-
Well, I like to be
paid.
comfortable because I like to be
But
comfortable.
there are the Scalar brothers that are coming to Lafayette. So I would suggest y'all watch some of their stand-up, the Scalar brothers.
I'm not doing it.
They're 2 twins,
We could probably convince
and
them.
they do it together.
Oh, they're
and-
twins?
Yeah, and it works for them. But no one else has really pulled it off.
That's why I'm intrigued.
So that would be something that y'all could work towards.
Thank you. So, see,
And the place to do it is at open mics because no one's there, and who
well,
cares?
we've been.
Yeah, y'all were there. Y'all were the only 2 audience
Hey.
members. I remember thinking, oh, look, 2 chicks are here. Hell yeah. And then I almost exclusively watched y'all, and I was like, oh, they're giggling. Hell yeah. You know?
So some of them didn't get one laugh.
Yeah, they're bad.
Like,
You want to
and
name their names? Shout out to my boy Dave.
it was like,
There was a black guy from Lake Charles.
Okay. Would he have dreadlocks?
No,
he was funny.
he was funny. There was a girl and she talked like this all
He
the
didn't
time.
have dreadlocks?
She was too much.
She
Lake
was nervous.
Charles.
I don't
Oh,
think
you're
so.
talking about Dwayne Townsend. Yeah, that's
He
my
was
homie.
good.
Yeah, Dwayne's
we liked
good.
him.
Dwayne's great.
Yeah.
But no,
Well,
how does that work whenever somebody, like, how do they feel? I mean, I'm sure you never experienced it, but
He never bombed.
how
Never
do you walk off a stage and not one person laugh?
Well, because I'm
what
not
does
there.
that feel like?
At an open mic, to be fair, I'm not there to make you laugh.
You're there to test out your
I'm
material.
there to try to make you laugh.
Do you ever talk to somebody after they walk off stage and they didn't get one laugh and it was really sad?
Oh yeah, and then there's those people who like they didn't deserve one laugh, and that's what they got. And look, I don't know how to say this,
Just say it.
but like if you come to my show, then you're gonna see the jokes that I know work. But at that open mic, I'm just saying whatever comes to. I've said racist stuff. I've said homophobic stuff.
You didn't even pull your dick out.
I didn't pull my dick out for y'all because that works. So I do that. If you come out to my show tonight, I will probably pull my dick out.
And the intent is to get a laugh?
Yeah, but it's
To be clear,
Is that a good thing
It's not
for...
his.
It's
You
a
know it's a
replica.
replica. It's not his.
it's a. Have you ever heard of a clone of Willie? Your man works offshore. You should get one. Clone of Willie. It's a sculpture of my penis.
It's like a dildo, kind of.
Yeah, it's a dildo.
Oh.
It's a dildo that
It's
I
not.
made.
He doesn't actually.
But it's an exact replica of my penis.
Well, I was wondering why everybody was talking about this like it was so normal.
Yeah, so I pull it out.
You notice that? I'm just sitting here. I just didn't really have much to add because I'm like, why is this so normal? I mean, how is that even legal? I mean,
It's
you know.
not. If you pull your real dick out, you get in trouble.
That's right.
You're
That's
going
But
to
if you
jail.
pull a plastic replica of your dick out, it's a clever way of getting away with showing the whole audience your dick and not getting
Okay.
in trouble. And that's
Okay.
what I do.
This makes more sense to me now.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I
So
pull-
we've gone this whole podcast, this
I
whole
should have brought it.
recording,
Y'all would have loved
and you're like, not you, this whole time.
That's
you had
why I
no
was wondering
idea.
why everybody was so nonchalant about it.
Yeah, I
this
should have
whole
brought it.
time she thought you were pulling your actual.
Y'all would have loved my penis if I brought it.
Oh, God.
But I didn't. So that's too bad. I do have it in a case in my trunk.
It's fine. No, it's good.
Because thanks to Don Schecksnyder, he was like, you know what your dick needs? It's a case. And he gave me like a pelican
Well-
case to put my penis in. And now I do that. So, yeah. But thank y'all for supporting local comedy. Thank y'all.
Sure.
For,
Right. And we said that we wanted to do more. We would start showing up more.
Y'all should. Y'all should
go
have
and
more
support
local
a-
comedians on.
Yeah.
And y'all should have my sister on, the worm lady.
Is she funny?
No.
Oh.
But she does, she makes like worm fertilizer and she's like a power woman. You know, would like her.
I looked her up. Her husband also works in the oil field, right?
Yes, he does.
I did do a little research on
There
her.
you go. Look at you, Ben. Y'all did y'all
She,
research.
She was saying how she went to UL. Like she got
Yeah.
a college degree or whatever at UL, but now she
And those student loans are insurmountable. So please send my sister some money
yeah.
via.
Listen, that's another topic that'll probably we need to have one day because college tuition, you know, that's a big thing right now. Is it a scam? Is it not?
It's a
Go,
scam.
don't go, all
It's a
this
scam.
stuff.
Did you go to college?
I did not. I went to massage therapy school and paid
Nice.
that, but
Wow.
I ended up not doing
You
anything.
still
with
massage
it.
your husband at all or no?
I mean, God, I feel like I want to lie
The deep-
because,
the deep,
but at the same time,
the deep sigh said it all.
I know.
You
no,
poor man.
I know.
He's like, geez, she
He's,
got one
yeah,
thing.
you're gonna get along really well.
Yeah, I'm gonna like this guy.
Mhm.
I'd be like, dude, your wife, you paid for all of those loans. And
My husband would love to do stand-up comedy.
he should.
I actually, let me tell you what I did for him. I took the stage when we went to when we went to the comedy thing at
The open mic night.
Sites de Arts. I always say it wrong.
Cite
de Arts. And I took a picture of the stage, and then I chat GPT'd him on the stage doing open mic. And he was like, oh my God, that's going to be me. I want to do that so bad.
Well, tell him, so I told y'all I didn't want to talk about local comedy, but I'll give y'all this little story. We'll end on this, okay? So I lied to my wife when we first got together because I thought it'd be cool, right? You lie to your girl. That's what you do. And I was like, yeah, because I would take her to the open mics every Wednesday. And I was like, yeah, I did it one time. And I killed. I crushed, right? I was lying. And then we were engaged. And I had only told my wife one lie. And I was like, I lied to you. I never did comedy, ever. And she was like, really? She was like, I didn't even think that was cool. Like, that was that important to you to lie to me about? Like, it's kind of lame. She's like, if it was that important to you to lie about, you should do it. So our honeymoon was in Austin, and I went to the Kill Tony podcast, and I signed up to make my lie true, that I did stand up. And then I didn't get picked. And then I was like, well, thank God, because I would have sucked. And I was like, I'm going to start doing the local open mics in Lafayette. And I started doing them. And then I wasn't a liar anymore. I was a comedian. And then after a year or so, I got good. And I made my lie true. And my biggest regret after all of that was not just doing it 10 years ago. So no matter what your dream is, like y'all with this podcasting, because what I respect about y'all, like y'all aren't the biggest podcast in the Acadiana right now. The Cajun Mamas is doing their thing, but y'all are fucking trying.
Yeah, 44, 45 years old.
Y'all are buying Wu-Tang shirts and Northside shirts.
Went to Northside.
Wearing heels and like y'all are trying. And that's respectable. And so chase your dreams. That's what everybody.
Right. I think that's been a huge thing this year, a little bit of last year. Like you would hear that a lot of people were really seeming to throw themselves into stuff that they were uncomfortable with and trying new things. And
don't think that it's going to happen for you in 6 months.
Right.
It's going to happen for you in 10 years.
Yeah.
That's what it takes.
That's what I know. We had to reevaluate after 6 months. We're like, okay, let's reevaluate what's working, what's not. What is our vision? Where are we headed? Is it growing? Is it not? Is it,
that can't be your goal.
No.
Your goal has to be the journey.
Right.
Your goal can't be the outcome. If your goal is, I'm going to be rich and famous, you're going to fail.
Right.
Your goal has to be, I'm going to enjoy the journey. Me and my friend are going to become closer. We're going to talk about life and learn about life together. We're going to talk to interesting people and learn about life together. That has to be the goal.
Yeah.
Turn your journey into the goal. Not the
I think it's definitely how it's made us look at ourselves. It's made us look at a lot of things, because it's a lot of work.
Yes.
It is a lot of work. Like we don't have someone filming and producing and editing and doing
I can
all
help
that.
y'all with that.
You see how heavy she edits. So
we
y'all stop buying T-shirts. Y'all could pay Chris Logan. He'll edit all of this for y'all.
But it's literally like, but I told her at the beginning when we realized, whoa, this is a lot of work. And I said, but, one day when we're big, we're going to look back and we're going to appreciate because we did that.
Yeah.
We built that. Nobody built it for us. Nobody helped us. Like we did the work and we're going to appreciate it. We're also going to appreciate being
able to get good at podcasting just like I got good at comedy.
Yeah.
And I'm still not good at it. I'm 3 years in to committing my entire free time to comedy.
Yeah, this is all of our free time.
I'm not good at it yet. And if you ask other people, they'll say I'm good at it. They're wrong. Kevin Hart's good at it. Dave Chappelle's good at it. That's what good at it looks like.
Right.
Yeah.
So for y'all, just take your time. Keep doing what y'all doing. I think y'all are doing a great thing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's even come to where you have conversations like, okay, like it's all your time, all your free time, and sometimes it's hard to keep up with. And she's like, I want to, hang out as friends. And I'm like, when do you
over.
I said, when do you want to hang out as
friends? This is hanging out as friends.
Because, but we noticed, but that's so important to us.
But when did y'all have 2-3 hour conversations before this?
All the time.
Y'all are chicks.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's now, now it's that then you have to push it on social media. So it never stops. And so the other week it was like, okay, our friendship means so much to us that we then had to spread out. Okay, wait, today we're friends. We're going to do this together. We're going to do this together and stuff. And if we call each other, hey, listen, I need my best friend right now.
Yeah.
You had to put me on hold to get my podcast partner answered the phone. I'm like, wait, hold on. I
need my best friend.
Can you put me on hold? I need my best friend.
So I'm like, okay, hang on 1 second. And I wait.
That's healthy.
I wait about 20 seconds. I'm like, hey, what you got?
That's healthy.
And then she starts talking to me and telling me whatever's going on in her life that she wants to share with me. And we have that conversation.
Yeah.
But this had become such a, job and so much time that we had to kind of have that conversation.
Can I give y'all some advice on podcast?
Absolutely.
Maybe y'all should start like making out and then never like just like hardcore.
I think that's a different channel.
Making out. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'd watch that.
Yeah. People would subscribe to that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just to get people, and then you stop. Then you listen, we're not making out anymore.
Now you're going to listen to us talk about feelings.
I just think that'd be hilarious. Just in the podcast, like no buffer, right? You're just like, this podcast is brought to you by, and just start making out.
I'd like to sign the non-consent.
Oh, she signed them. She won't kiss chicks? What's wrong with that? No chicks or just not her?
I'm not into chicks.
Oh, all right. Wow.
I have said
she doesn't support gay rights, y'all. That's what she's saying.
Either that or I must not be hotter than her husband.
Oh.
She don't want to downgrade. I must be a downgrade.
Yeah. I'd like to see your son. He has pecs like this boy.
He's a good looking guy. He's not built like Hunter, but he's a good looking guy.
He's a cute guy.
I've told Janae from the beginning, and I think at one point in time you were even a little bit nervous that's where I was headed, is that I love the podcast very, very much, but I would walk away from the podcast tomorrow and never pick this microphone up again if it was that or lose a friendship.
And when she said that,
families are intertwined.
Yeah.
I mean,
but when she said that, it took me aback because that thought had never crossed my mind as of then. And when I heard that, I took that a different way. I'm like, well, then if that's how you feel, like, why would I invest so much of my time and effort into something that I have to worry about you walking away from? And she's like, well, no, not that easily.
She thought that I was saying like it's easy to walk.
Why would I put this much effort into something if you're going to walk away?
You know what I think would fix all of this?
We're not making out today.
Okay, I was just gonna throw it out there.
Yeah,
if y'all made out right now.
She thought that it was something that was easy for me to walk away from, but it wasn't that. It was that the friendship meant that much more.
So then another conversation, and you get through, and okay, now I understand where you're coming from. So, but it's literally.
What do you think it'd be like with each of your husbands if you were like, listen, today we ended the podcast.
And listen, on that note, guys, I want to go ahead and thank Brock.
Probably confusing.
Thank you for having me. It's been a great time. Even though I didn't get to see these two chicks make out, there's always next time.
So would you come back?
If y'all made out, I mean, I'll come back just if the tease y'all make out. You just be like, right, come back and maybe we'll make out. And I'd be like, all right.
You probably have a better shot at us having cocaine in the bathroom for you.
Okay, that would be good too.
Than us making out.
That'd be good too. And also we'll get y'all on the Planet. Y'all need to get on the Planet app.
That would be fun.
Yeah,
I have the app. I would love to come be on the morning show.
Come on the app. We'll have you on the morning show. Put y'all podcast on there and we'll have y'all on. And we need more feminine voices. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
And also maybe make out. You know?
And your constructive criticism is let this ride. We're not editing. Break it up in segments and drop it at different.
Yeah, just don't. If you edit, make it like every 30 minutes there's an edit. You don't want to edit. Don't edit me out all the time. People think I'm saying the N-word, and I'm not. I only say that in my car when I want to hear NWA.
With the windows up.
Yeah, that's right. And that's because Siri, if you say, hey, play Black Dudes with Attitude, she doesn't get it. You know what I mean? She plays the wrong stuff. So sometimes you gotta say it. You have no choice.
You have to yell at. You have to yell it.
But I loved y'all. This was a good time.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here.
I had fun. This was really fun.
And let it run more than an hour. Who cares?
Okay.
They're gonna pause it. They're gonna put it back on. Trust me.
And then what we're gonna do is, depending what the numbers are, we're gonna have to call them like, "Hey, Brock, what's your other suggestion?" Because the numbers aren't good.
We'll put at the beginning me telling y'all to make out, and then everyone will stick around to the end and see if y'all make out.
Tell them, and then we're gonna cut this and put this at the beginning.
All right. Right now, these two chicks are about to make out.
All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We will see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye. And that's a wrap on today's episode. Thanks for hanging out with us. And don't forget, we want you in on the conversation too.
Hit subscribe and never miss an episode. Follow us on social media where we've got more to share. Find links in the show notes. If you have questions or topics you want to hear us talk about on the podcast, email those to wellwannatalkpod@gmail.com.
Until next time, thanks for listening. Let's keep pretending we've got life figured out.